And we are live. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Tammy. I'm the Siberian Wind, and we have Cathy from My Hobby Home joining us again tonight. Welcome to another Land That I Love Thursday. I see we've got Joyce in the chat. Susan came in and checked in for a minute, and Judy is here as well. Thank you all for being here. We greatly appreciate it. And we are working on another round of Land That I Love. I have all of my little snowball points with star points made for my red stars. I'm going to be sewing those into 9 patches tonight. Patricia, she says, hi, Tammy and Cathy. Welcome in, Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
Glad you are here. And Melina, welcome. She says hello again. Yes, right? Hello again is right. For those, yay! I love it, Cathy. Those are gorgeous. They're gorgeous. So for those of you who do not know, the quilt behind me is called Temperature Rings. The pattern just dropped today. There is a video that was listed as a premiere that went up a little while ago, about an hour and 15 minutes ago. And it's got a link in the description to go purchase the pattern. I'm going to also be getting that set up so that you guys can ask for it in the chat as well. So if you guys don't want to go finding the video for the Temperature Rings quilt, you absolutely can pop into the chat. Not tonight, but going forward. I've been a little busy. Everybody's saying hi to everybody.
Yeah.
So how was your Christmas, Cathy?
Oh my goodness. It was so much fun. My son did not get to make it because he's
Oh,
currently sick.
oh.
Yeah, they can't. I don't know that he has the flu, but his wife had the flu and his daughter had the flu just a week or two ago.
Okay.
And now he's sick, but they're not saying it's the flu. But let's see. We surprised my dad with a family Christmas. We haven't had a family Christmas since, the pandemic started.
Okay.
And so he was just saying the other day, telling me, I just really wish we all could get together for Christmas. He really missed it. My kids missed it. So I just told him, I'm like, Dad, the kids want to come over after they open their Christmas gifts and, maybe we'll play some Mexican Train. And we didn't play Mexican Train. It was so many people that showed up. All of my siblings showed up. So it was like
Wow.
all of the kids. And let's see, two of my kids showed up. My girls showed up, and my daughter-in-law showed up, and my older sister, her oldest child showed up. I mean, it was just a bunch of us.
Yeah.
My daddy started crying. He was so excited. And that was the first time in a long time that my dad always reads the Luke 2 Bible story.
Okay.
And, so we haven't had that in years. And that's always real touching for us to have that. Even though we have it recorded, it's just not the same as being there. So it was so much fun. And then Christmas Day, we went to my brother's. So that all happened on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, we went to my brother's. And then after that, I went and saw my daughter's house that she bought. It was the first time I was able to go to her house.
Oh, okay.
And of course, the video I released today was kind of telling about what happened. I'm having to rein it in because when I walk in, I can just see everything that she can do. I'm like, oh, you need to paint it this and this, and it'd bring in more light. And she's like, Mom, I don't like those colors. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's not my house. I need to step back and let her do it. It's like the mama thing. You want to jump in and...
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah, but we had a really good time. Now today is the 26th, and that started my house clean out. Well, I'm calling it clear out
Okay.
because I'm clearing stuff out, but nothing's getting cleaned yet until I get everything cleared out. So,
You're starting your spring cleaning here in winter. Okay, gotcha.
yeah. Well, I have got 19 years of accumulation in this house. We have not done a big clean out, like going through all the drawers and all the cabinets. And I started in my bathroom and under in my linen closet, the bottom, the bottom area is where
Yeah.
all the stuff goes that you don't see for another 20 years. I
Yep.
literally found soap, like boxes of soap in there from when we moved into the house.
Oh my
So I'm
goodness.
like, yeah, I don't think we need
It's
this.
definitely time. Definitely time.
So yeah, let's see. Hey, Glenda,
Yes,
I'm looking
welcome
to
in,
see.
Glenda.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm doing my clean out. I don't even have the bathroom done yet because I did nap today. I'm not gonna fib. My husband and I went to town for breakfast. Got us some breakfast. Went to Home Depot. Got some storage bins, and I got home, started working in the house, and I was like, man, I need a nap. And I took a nap. I'm like, you know what? It's my vacation day.
There you
I'm going to
go.
take a nap. I'm
Yeah.
going to take a nap. But I do have to go into work for a couple hours on Monday to
Okay.
finish payroll. So nobody else was in the office today. So I was like, no, I'm not going in today. I needed to go in today to finish it. But, the my boss needed to do the approvals before I printed out the paperwork, and nobody was there. So I was like, I'm not wasting my time. I
No.
got too many other things I can do. So, so I actually pulled out projects trying to see, what I need to do. And like the Bella Rose quilt that I'm doing the mystery quilt that came in their advent box.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't real pleased with what I already have because it's going to come out way too scrappy for me.
Okay.
And I pulled the last. Oh, Judy saying, "Oh wow, you got 35 years of
Oh
collecting stuff."
gosh. And all the
See, I
kids.
have my kids' stuff too, but I have no attic. So I have the long storage bins, and I put all the stuff I could of theirs in those long storage bins, and they're in the bottom of my closets, and I need my closet space
Yeah, you do.
because I'm turning, like my guest bedroom, I'm turning half of that closet into a food storage.
Yeah. So
I'm going to put the shelves in there
yeah.
because I can food, and it needs to be in a dark place, and the only place I have right now is my laundry room and right at my back door.
Yeah. That's
That
you need to
that
move
has
it
the
away
window.
from your back door. Yeah.
And I mean, I do have it's on a shelf that's good, that the shelving is fine, and I've made a makeshift curtain to go over it to try to keep the sunlight off of it. But I mean, I don't like that in my dining room because I have like a baker's rack that I
Okay.
have set up that holds canned food, and I just don't like that. I don't like all that out in the open
Yeah.
because first off, nobody needs to know that I have canned food storage.
Well, all of YouTube now knows.
It's not a big one because I have no room.
Oh, so we have lived here in this apartment. May will be 2 years, and we are going to have to move out of this apartment this year. Um, and I am the packer. Like, I am the person who packs everything. So
Yeah.
I know what we'll pack in what kind of containers and how to
Yeah.
pack it all efficiently. And, like, so if we don't find a place that we can move, like, partial pieces during the month or something. So, like,
Yeah.
we're going to have to move at the end of June. So if I find a place where we can start renting at the beginning of June, then we have all of June to move everything. And that would be fantastic. If I don't find that, and we have to move like right at the end of June to move into someplace, starting the beginning of July, then we have a little bit of more of a challenge to do that.
Yeah. Do
Um,
y'all have areas that actually have storage buildings
oh
where you
yeah,
can put your stuff in, like the apartment complex
yeah.
has storage buildings where, like if you can't move in that month, but they know you're going to rent and you've already paid your deposit, that you could go on and move some of your stuff into a storage building. So,
Some of them may let us, some of them may not. A lot of the apartment complexes do have garages that you can rent, but some of them won't
okay.
let you rent the garage in advance,
Oh, okay.
or
Yeah.
you may be on a waiting list for a garage. Um, it just depends. Um, now, the we have a garage already, so we're gonna have all of that stuff to move to. Um, the nice thing is that because we're thankfully going to be moving in the summer, worst case scenario is I pack
And
boxes
here,
here, move everything to the garage as we can move it in small batches. And then when the movers come to move us, they're just loading from the garage straight into the truck, and
yeah.
then from the truck straight into a new place. Welcome in, Cindy. She says, hello ladies, Merry Christmas. Watching for a few minutes before I get back to getting ready to head out tomorrow, weather permitting, to see the kids. Awesome, Cindy. Thank
Cool.
you.
Hey, Cindy.
Judy's asking, Tammy, are you going to try and buy a place? We would love to, but I don't think it's in the cards this year, with a lot of the other things that are going on in the background that I haven't been able to say much about. I don't think it's going to be in the cards this year. So probably not. I would love to, absolutely love to. But I don't think it's going to happen this year. And the biggest challenge right now is we're trying to find some place that is handicap accessible. That is the biggest challenge here that I found. We don't have, like, most of the apartment complexes, if they only have 3 floors, you don't have an elevator. Once you get to 4 floors, you have to have an elevator. So if it is a 3-floor or less building, you might not have an elevator. And then some of the buildings have what they would call a ground floor, and then they have a first floor. Welcome in, Sean. Welcome in. So they have a ground floor and then a first floor, and that ground floor is 6 or 7 steps down, and then your first floor is 6 or 7 steps up, which doesn't sound like it's that bad, but when you're talking about an electric wheelchair, you can't really run an electric wheelchair over 6 or 7 steps.
No. When you said, fortunately, yeah, it would be moving in the summer. We don't say that here. We're
No,
like, no,
no.
we don't want to move in the summer at all.
No, thankfully the humidity is not that bad. Now, if we had been able to move last year, we'd have moved at the end of May, and it would have been more humid than when we'll have to move this year. So moving at the
Yeah.
end of June is better than having to move at the end of May. Just by a hair. Not by much, but just by a little bit. It will be hotter, but, the nice thing here, welcome in, Andrea. She says, howdy, everyone. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, too. The thing here is I can actually wear shorts and a tank top, and I'm not sweltering. In the southeast, wearing shorts and tank top, I'd still be sweltering and
Yeah.
dying. So, yeah,
It
it
gets hot. It gets hot.
definitely does. Welcome
Hey,
in,
Nikki.
Nikki. Welcome, welcome. Glad you made it.
Hi, Jean.
Oh, hi, Jean. I wasn't trying to miss you, I promise.
She just popped in.
Yep, I see. That's awesome. I am working on sewing my units. We're doing the 9 patches now. Sean, do you have
Oh, you're doing.
the whole week off from work this time? Like, are you spending the week off? Or you got to go into work early in the morning? I have not been catching everything. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, Sean, When is the trunk show getting released? Judy says, have you spoke with any realtors? Maybe they can help find you a rental property that would work. That's what we did last year. We're still 6 months out, or over 6 months out. So starting at the beginning of January, we can... Oh, he's working from home this week. Okay. Yep. That works. So we talked to realtors last year, and one of the challenges that we found, especially with private landlords, is a lot of them decide that they don't want any pets. And even though my service dog is not technically considered a pet, if the property owner has less than 4 property rentals, they don't have to abide by the laws allowing a service dog. So corporately owned apartments are a little bit easier to find a place in, but we're not ruling it out. So we are going to be looking. It's just some things we won't know until closer to time.
He says the 31st.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Around 6 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. my time. Okay, I will be on Katie's live probably for the first hour, and then I'll come watch it.
Yeah, Sean, I got a question for you. I thought about this after I attached my video. Did I send you the edited version?
Ooh.
It could be a mess if it's not. I don't think I had to edit too much out of it.
I bet you can't guess, Cathy, which quilt I chose for the trunk show.
That one?
Nope.
The, hold on, let me think. I gotta think.
You probably hadn't seen this one for a while.
I know, I'm sick. I don't know. I can't remember. Mine is easy. Mine is so easy to know which one I chose. It was my favorite one I made this year.
Sean says that he's going to go look, but he's pretty sure it is the edited version.
Yeah, okay. If not, y'all will get to see me just raw. That's all it is. Probably playing with my kitty cat. He was needing loving and all that while I was trying to do it, and I don't know, I think my husband walked in one time while I was trying to do it.
Oh, Andrea says that she ordered fabric for land that I love, and it came Tuesday. Congratulations.
Yeah.
She said she was going to cut it and get started today, but the bad weather has her hurting really bad, so hopefully tomorrow I will feel better. Absolutely. I hope you feel better.
Andrea, are you in the line of the storms that hit East Texas just a little earlier? I've been watching that all evening because we're supposed to get what they call the third day enhanced whatever, and we're going to be right slap in the middle of that.
Okay, Sean says that there is a cat appearing on at least one video that's submitted for the trunk show.
It's fun.
And Cindy, yes, it actually is. She says, Tammy, is that a temperature quilt behind you? Yes, it is. I just released released a premiere earlier today. And this is called Temperature Rings. It's a pattern that I have designed. It is using the AccuQuilt dies for the double wedding ring and the 11.5-inch block size. But you can get those templates in the pattern. You don't have to necessarily buy an AccuQuilt in order to make this quilt. There's also options if you already have rotary cutting, a rotary cutting set that it may be adaptable to this pattern. And all the information about how to lay out and plan your quilt and how to sew everything together is all going to be in the pattern. I am going to actually be doing another one of them this upcoming year. This is the this is the historical data one that matches my husband's first year because he was born in the 60s. So this matches his data from Birmingham in the 60s. And the one that I will be doing next year will be all of 2024's data for Casper, Wyoming. So you guys will get to see 2 different versions of this quilt by the time I'm done. Andrea says it has been storming where she's at. She was wondering
Yes.
if your part of Louisiana, Cathy, was under the gun as well. Saturday is supposed to be bad here too. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Well, I've been watching it all day. We are having rain right now. So if I freeze up or cut out or something, that's very likely what's happening. It's supposed to be getting bad here probably in about another hour. And we're under watches until 2 a.m.
Oh
So,
goodness.
yeah, I don't sleep well when all of this goes on.
I
So,
don't blame you.
I was like, what am I saying? I don't sleep well anyway. I'd rather be sewing. And but it is supposed to be really bad here Saturday. They were talking about the storm that's coming through tonight is supposed to be hitting my son at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
And they're in Vicksburg. So, but they are saying that the one Saturday is supposed to be even worse. Now, we could have up to 60-mile-an-hour winds tonight.
Oh, is that all? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm in Casper, Wyoming. I'm sorry. 60-mile-per-hour winds don't affect me anymore. I'm sorry.
Well, and it wouldn't bother me if I didn't have these two. I have two live oaks right in my front yard.
Yeah.
And, oak trees do not have like tap roots.
No, they don't.
So they don't go, yeah, they don't go real deep. They're just surface level roots.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a wide open field in front of my house. So we get a lot of straight line winds off of that field. And I am always terrified I'm going to have one of them big oak trees laid down in my house. So now, I don't, if you watch my channel, my dad is having home renovations done. They're done with his house, but now they're going to be taking down. He has two pecan trees that his grandparents planted.
Okay.
Probably before he was born.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So he is having those taken down because, we were discussing it and I'm like, Dad, those need to come. He actually has 4 trees that need to come down, but he's having 3 of them taken down because it's like $1,200 here to have a tree cut down.
Ouch. That's expensive.
Yeah. So, I mean, but these trees are 4 of me couldn't put our arms all the way around it.
Yeah.
Is how big these pecan trees are. And yes, it's pecans here. It's not pecans.
Oh, I don't do pecans. They're pecans. They're pecans. Definitely pecans.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even like thinking that because when you say pecans, I'm thinking, your bedside buller that you used to have,
You could tell who's from the South. Joyce is asking if I got snow here today. That she'd gotten some. We did, but it's not going to stick. We're sitting at 38 degrees right now, and so it was coming down, but it was melting as soon as it was hitting the ground. Cindy says, it is lovely. Thank you. I'm a pretty confident beginner. I may give it a try. Like Cathy, I sewed clothing for years, so curves don't bother me. So, yeah, the curves won't be the big hiccup with it. And even if you've never sewed curves before, you can sew these. Because I do give instructions in the pattern on how to do that. The big challenge is... And here's what's going to overwhelm everybody. So, and I know a few people had said, please don't make it a 50-plus page pattern. Well, it is a 63-page pattern, including the cover and the table of contents. So 61 pages. But it's because there's templates and there's data sheets and there's color charts and there's all of these different working parts to give you the information. So you have it all ready and just sitting there for you. So that's why it's as many pages as it is. But because I'm going to be making it again in 2025, I'm going to walk everybody through it. So please do not panic. I will help you through any of it. Nikki says that she loves pecans, and she says pecans like we do. I love it.
Yes, I love pecans, and I had my first bite of pecan pie Christmas Eve. Oh yeah. I think my sugar was 500. It had to be it was awful, I think. And I didn't even have an inch sliver. I literally just, not even a pinky thick. I just cut me a little sliver off thinking, I'll just have a little bite. And my aunt asked me the next day, she was like, what'd your sugar do? Because between her, my sister, and I, we all wore those CGMs. I was like, I wasn't about to wear one of them over Christmas. I didn't want to know what it was doing. But I know today, I was monitoring it today, and because we had breakfast at IHOP, and hey Jess, hey Chloe,
welcome in Chloe, welcome in Jess,
and but we had breakfast, and I came here, and it was probably about 1 o'clock, and I just started shaking, and I checked my blood sugar. Oh my goodness, it was so low.
You were bottoming out finally.
My excuse to have a Coke. I got a Coke. So I was so happy to have that. Did you see what Andrea said? She said, we call that pecan a thunder bucket around here.
Yeah, and Cindy says that her grandma also called it that, and she'd never heard anyone else say it. Oh my gosh.
I've never heard it called a thunder bucket.
Oh my gosh, Nikki. She says that she loves pecan pie. That and strawberry pie are my favorites. You, of course, would have to mention strawberry pie. So, I do not live near a Shoney's. There's not a Shoney's in the state of Wyoming. However, there is a Shoney's in driving distance to my parents' house. And so, where did my parents go yesterday for Christmas? They went to Shoney's instead of cooking. And,
can't blame them.
I don't blame them either. I mean, it's less expensive for them to go there than it is for them to buy everything that they'd need to cook and all of this other. And so I totally get it. But if my husband could go to Shoney's right now, I guarantee you we would be coming home with some strawberry pie. You better believe it. Welcome in, Tessa. Welcome in, Katie.
Hi, Tessa.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Katie.
And I will mention it while we're sitting here just chit-chatting. The raffle is still going on. So if you want to enter the raffle to win a free copy of the temperature rings pattern for this quilt behind me, or to win the pattern of your choosing that I have available, then do a super chat. That you don't have to do, a significant amount. If you don't have that, that's fine. There's no obligation for you to do a super chat, but if you want to enter a raffle, that is how you are entering those raffles. Nikki says that she used to have Shoney's in mid-Missouri. Yeah, my parents live in Alabama, so they have Shoney's where they're at, or driving distance to where they're at.
We used to have a Shoney's in Monroe and West Monroe, and they both closed.
Yeah.
Both of them closed.
All of them are closing all over the place. Katie says, y'all hit that thumbs up like button. There's 27 in here with only 13 likes. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. She's my like monitor, you guys. In case you did not know, I have a like monitor. I love it.
Tony, that's where when I was in college, after we'd all go, I don't like saying this because, I don't do this no more, but after we'd all go clubbing, that's where we'd go after we went clubbing to go get some food at night or in the morning.
Ours was always Waffle House. I did not go clubbing either.
After Shoney's closed, it was Waffle House, but...
Ours was always Waffle House, and it didn't matter what we were doing. If we were up in the middle of the night, that's where we were going. Yeah.
I remember the night I graduated high school, which that's a long time ago, just saying. We went to Shoney's after the after party
Thank you, Katie.
because one of my classmates, her parents threw us an after party, and we left the after party and went to Shawnee's. So, and then they closed shortly after that.
Oh my goodness. Thank you,
So,
Katie, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, you guys, if you want to enter the raffle for the temperature quilt called Temperature Rings behind me, if you want to enter to win the pattern for that, which the pattern is $25. If you want to enter to win the pattern, you enter a super chat. That is how we're doing it. Oh, is Glenda going? Okay, good night, Glenda. Thank you for being here.
night, Glenda.
Judy says they don't have a Shoney's near them anymore either. Yeah, I have not. You know what I really want? The next time I go to Cheyenne, I really want to go to Firehouse Subs because I have not been to a Firehouse Subs since I left Alabama.
You know, we have one here, and I never eat at it.
Oh my goodness. I don't
I've
eat
only
at it
eaten
often.
it like twice.
I never ate it at it often, but you know, it's just when you want something specific, that's what it is. Andrea
I
says,
prefer Subway, actually. I mean, which is great because I like the toasted subs and
yeah. Well, I don't like all of Subway's food. I don't like all of Firehouse's food. I don't like all anybody's food. I just have these one-offs that I want every so often.
yeah.
Andrea's,
Subway's got a good pizza.
oh, dude. I don't eat their
Yes,
pizza. Tom does. Andrea says that she tried to send a super chat, but it would not let her. Her entire chat went blank and had to refresh the page. I don't know why it's doing that. If I am doing these through the end of the year, so through Tuesday, New Year's Eve, the Tuesday night New Year's Eve. So if we need to figure it out before then, we can try. Let's see. Katie says that she used to work for Seasons Restaurant and made a killing on tips when I worked for them. I've never eaten at a Seasons Restaurant. I do not know what they are. I've never eaten at one.
See, I don't think we have them here.
I don't know where they were. They were in Florida because that's where she grew up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never eaten at a Seasons Restaurant. Nikki says that she has a Firehouse Subs in town but rarely eats there. Yeah, okay, if there was a Firehouse Subs here in town, I would not eat there all the time, but
Yeah.
I would eat there maybe once every 2 months because that would be both what my budget could handle and what my waistline could handle. It's just, I'm in the mood for something.
Yeah.
Oh, Katie says it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I have actually never had to do food service, thankfully. I have worked customer service, but I've never had to do food service. I'm very, very thankful for that. Oh, Chloe, if you will, let me know if you got my email. Let's see, Katie says that she was 21 or 22 when she started working for them and worked for them for probably about 3 years. Oh, okay. Okay. Andrea said it happened to her on Debbie's live on her anniversary too. And she said she's going to try on her phone. Yay! Thank you, Cindy. Awesome. She said, can't wait to see the new pattern. Thank you. Let's see. You know what? Let me do this. Let me grab pen and paper. Hang on. While I am thinking about it, because we are not going to go with me not having a full list, so I know everybody, without having to look back through my Super Chats listing. And my pencil's out of lead. Okay. Let's grab a different pencil. There we go. Oh. Let's see. Oh, that's how she met her first husband, is what Katie said. She met him through the Seasons Restaurant.
Oh.
Awesome. And Cindy says she can't wait to see the new pattern. Thank you. Thank you. Jess says that she's looking forward to it also. Well, it is available for purchase. So if you don't want to wait, you can go ahead and purchase it. So the link is not in the below the description here. It is in the description box of the temperature rings release premiere video that I released almost an hour ago or 2 hours ago now. So it is there. So all right, so Susan and Katie. I'm making a list, you guys. These are people going into the raffle. Cindy and it was. Let me scroll up because mine is jammed. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody's names. All right, there, Joyce. All right, gotcha. All right, and. I'm making sure that I can remember, or I can read my handwriting too, you guys. I will tell you there's a little bit, very, very, very little bit of handwritten things in the pattern. And there's some hand-drawn stuff, but there's a little bit of handwriting. And I will tell you, I had to slow down so that you guys could read my writing. Oh. I put mine in a binder. I was so excited. Thank you, Joyce. Oh my gosh.
Hey.
That's another raffle entry for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now, I have a question about it. You said you can use the double ring AccuQuilt?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Number 5.
I actually think I have that one.
Uh-huh.
But I see you have in the quilt, it's like different fabrics.
Yes.
How do you happen to cut those?
That is, okay, so there's instructions for the, okay.
Is it almost like paper piecing?
They are, yeah. These,
okay, yeah.
The arcs themselves are
okay.
paper pieced. So there's a sewing guide. Whether you decide to do the 2 variable version or the 4 variable, which is what this is, so it's got more pieces in the arc. Whether you decide to do the 2 variable or the 4 variable, you will have a sewing guide. So you'll paper piece on that sewing guide, whether you want to do it by freezer paper or printer paper or foundation paper, or you want to do foundation fabric. So there's sewing guides in here.
Okay.
Once your sewing guides are done, like once you've sewn them and you can pull the paper away, you will want to mark them with the notices. Thank you, Patricia.
Yeah, Patricia got you.
You'll want to mark them with the arc numbers, and all of that is in the guide as well, or in the pattern. You'll want to mark them with the arc numbers, and then you can trim them either on the AccuQuilt or you can trim them using the templates. And the templates are in the book. So, yep.
Okay, I'll have to go through my dies. I think I have that. I'm not real sure, but I'm always looking to buy new AccuQuilt dies.
Yeah, the set is 55078. So if you're looking for a number, 55078 is the number.
That means I got to find a pen.
Yeah,
and a pen.
Yeah, it's 55078. Now, here's the fun part. So for those who do not have an AccuQuilt, but you have another type of die set, or you have another rotary cutting set, because I know like Debbie from In Quilt Effect has a different type of die set that's rotary cutting for the double wedding ring. If hers fit in the in those sewing guides, she will be able to use those. So she doesn't have to throw out her templates that she's already purchased to be able to do this pattern. So it will be it is adaptable if your dies fit or if your templates fit. Thank you for the congrats, Chloe. Cindy says better odds than the $1 billion mega. Yes, much better odds here. Yes, much better odds. And what we'll do is we'll do all the names in a hat, and the hand from the other room will come draw. That's what we're gonna do. We'll make the husband's hand come draw, and we'll probably do that on the New Year's Eve live because I think we'll be. Let's see, what am I sitting at? What am I sitting at? 1, 2.
New Year's Eve. New Year's. Yeah, that's a Tuesday.
Yep. I got. Once we get 3 more super chats from anyone in, that opens up the raffle. We have to have a full 10 entries to open up the raffle. And that's, just so that we have 10 names to draw from. And it is a digital download, so you're not going to have to wait for shipping. If you do want a printed version, you will have to buy it. That's the one thing. I'm not going to send out a printed version of it. Printing the front sheet color and all the other sheets in black and white ran me $13.10 at the library. So if you do want every last page printed, there is a way. Welcome in, Tamara. She says, all that talk about Shoney's has me thinking about their strawberry pie. Yeah, that's where we got started on it, too. Who was that? Who opened that can of worms? Who opened the can of worms with the strawberry pie? Oh, my gosh. I gotta go look. Oh, who was it? Oh, my goodness. Pecan and... It was Nikki. Nikki, it's your fault. She's the one who started the talk about the strawberry pie. Oh my goodness. I love strawberries, but I've never actually had the strawberry pie. Yep. Nikki's like, me? Yep. It was you. It was you. It's all your fault. We love you for it. Oh, Cathy, are you frozen?
No, I'm not frozen.
Okay, good.
I'm sitting here trying to get my tablet to work for me.
Well, Sean has now entered the raffle. Rayanne, she says, love that temperature quilt. So thank you. The pattern dropped today. And, yeah, I'm writing. Sorry.
Yeah, I think we're both trying to get stuff to work right now.
So the pattern dropped today. It is called Temperature Rings. I will be doing the drawing on New Year's Eve, provided we have 10 raffle entries in by New Year's Eve. As soon as I have 10 entries, then that opens up the raffle, but, we'll draw one way or the other. We'll do something. We'll do something, I promise. But the pattern is available now on the Patreon website or Patreon store. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Awesome. Chloe says, congrats on your pattern release. It is beautiful. Well, Chloe, are you going to be paying it forward? Oh. Thank you, Chloe. I appreciate it. You guys have almost got us there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, one more super chat, and that opens up the raffle. So it will be a guaranteed draw on New Year's Eve. So one more, and it's a guaranteed draw, you guys. You guys are fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm trying to sit here and do one, and it won't let me. It doesn't like my payment type because I'm trying to just do it through PayPal because I can't remember all my bank information. And my PayPal is under my personal email address and not my YouTube email. And I'm like, I don't remember all this stuff.
Oh, you are so funny, Cathy.
I'll have to add it to my Google afterwards
Yeah,
and do it.
so you guys, Cathy's even wanting to get in on the raffle because everybody's wanting to win a copy of the pattern. I love it. And I will tell you, do you have to be present to get in drawing? No. No. You do a super chat and you are entered in the raffle. You do not have to be present to win. Nope. I will find you. I will come and I will find you some way, somehow. There will be some way, somehow for me to find you. And I think I have your contact info, so you wouldn't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, so I will have Sunday night that you can also enter, but I will cut it off, at some point during the Tuesday night live. I will cut the drawing off. So I won't be putting any more names into the basket. So, yeah. I really wanted to have...
Sunday might have been easier for me to enter it then.
Okay, Sean. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. He says put Cathy's name down. This is number 10. So Sean's putting your raffle in.
Oh, thank you.
And then Jess has just entered. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Yeah, so we're definitely having a drawing.
And that's going to be Tuesday?
That's going to be Tuesday night, yes. On New Year's Eve. So I agree, Chloe. She says, so sweet, Sean. Yes, agreed. Chloe, I did not see, did you get my email? If you will let me know if you got the email, I would appreciate it. And Cindy says, Sean, you beat me to it. Well, additional super chats give you additional entries. Just saying. Patricia says, yay, we have a raffle. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You guys are fantastic.
I guess maybe I can put my announcement out there then now, can't I?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Remember what I told you? I have a secret giveaway that I am doing. All you have to do is comment on a particular video. I'm not going to say which one it is.
Aww.
And that's the fun part. That's the secret part. And I will be doing the drawing on it. I think I had chose to do it on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day video. I was going to do it.
Okay.
But you know by the thumbnail. You will know. I've already made the thumbnail. Because I almost did the drawing today, but I was like, no, it's the holidays. You know, it wouldn't. That wouldn't be real nice to do it. You know, people are with family, so. Oh. And this one is going to be for a bigger giveaway.
Okay.
This is going to be for a big box.
Ooh, big box coming, you guys. Cathy's giving away a big box.
Or a bigger box.
Bigger box.
Right now, all the giveaways are envelopes, the little padded envelopes for my other giveaways, but this next one, because I am trying to downsize my stash.
Ooh. So are we talking fabric in this box?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Fabric, maybe notions, maybe patterns. Could be a completely kitted pattern.
Ooh.
Who knows?
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
That's like getting one of those Advent box pattern things.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, you know, let's see. Feel me other shade.
Yeah, she did get my email. She's just telling me her response. Thank you.
Well,
I wasn't expecting a response.
I did get the that Belarus Advent box.
Okay.
And their large pattern is everything to make the quilt. Oh. Now, I am making that. That's not what's going to be in the giveaway. I am making that one.
Okay.
Um, but I thought, well, what wouldn't that be such a nice surprise to, kit a quilt? Now,
Hmm.
of course, what I may like may not be what somebody else likes, but
Oh
a
yeah.
free quilt top,
Oh yeah. Exactly.
I mean, hey,
I love Cindy's comment. She says, "Ooh, I usually try to comment. Guess I better check for new videos."
yeah,
so okay. So last week, Cathy released a video, and she said something about these charm squares she wants to use, and so me, being who I am, I completely forget to leave her a comment on that video. And I am literally like, we're sitting here getting ready for the live, and I'm just going, when we do this, and I'm just going 90 to nothing. I've already got an idea in my head. We are headed down another path that
yeah,
has nothing to do with it. In case you guys are wondering, I am going to release a pattern in February. It will be one of the freebie patterns that I release. In case you guys do not know, if you're not familiar with my channel enough, I do release a freebie pattern every 2 months or so. I released one here in December. I think my last one before this was September or October. So I skipped a few months here trying to get this temperature quilt ready, trying to get temperature rings ready. But my next freebie pattern will be in February, and it will be using charm squares. I already know what I'm doing. I already have the pattern in mind. I just have to do the final measurements. And that's
yeah.
what we're going to be doing in February.
Everyone has been sending me, pattern suggestions, and some of these, I'm just going to have to put some of them in the wheelhouse to hold for later because some of these are really nice. And I don't care if it's a free pattern or not. I would like to do a free pattern because I'd like everyone else to be able to sew along with me on it. But I don't care if it's a free pattern or not for
Well,
me.
I issue out free patterns. They're the ones I draw.
Yeah.
And I take my inspiration from other places. Don't get me wrong. Like, not
Yeah.
everything is like straight up out of my head, but I do love, creating a pattern, because then
Yeah.
when I teach it, I feel more confident about teaching you that pattern, because not only is it one that I've done the math for and done the drawing for and done all of this other stuff to create it, it's one that I can fully get behind because it's one that I have personal experience with. Joyce says that she always forgets to leave comments on videos that she watches, right? Me too. Me too.
Problem
I'm
is,
sitting there. I'm sitting
I
there
watch
watching
them
and
on
just
the
going,
TV.
yeah. I'm sitting there watching, just going, oh, I should probably say this, and I'm just like, where's my keyboard? Where is it buried this time? And I'm looking, and no, do I ever go find my keyboard? No, I do not. I completely
Now,
forget.
thinking about that, I think I have a wireless keyboard that would connect to my TV.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should start doing that and just leave my keyboard next to my TV. And that would be so much easier when I go and do searches.
Yeah, that might
Because
work.
let me tell you, even voice search doesn't get it right.
No. Well, you and I
I'm,
have southern accents, so voice
yeah,
search don't.
it don't understand this.
Voice search and southern. So my husband does not have that strong of a southern accent. It's a little southern accent, a little one. Um, there are some things that he says though that, oh my gosh, I am completely transported back and I hear banjos. It's that strong of an accent. But most of the time you can't tell, or I can't tell. Of course, I live with him. But y'all, I don't know what is his problem with Alexa lately. Oh my gosh. I had to give her a minute to not respond to me. Okay. I don't know what his problem with the Amazon device is. He keeps turning our Roomba on. He goes to turn the living room TV on, and he turns on the Roomba. That sends the dog into all kinds of tizzies. He does
That's my,
not.
I don't have one. I don't have one of those devices at all. Now, occasionally, mysteriously, my TV will make that little boop sound,
Uh-huh.
and then it'll type out words there like I've been talking to it. And I'm like, no, that's somebody, I don't like that kind of heebie-jeebie stuff. No, sorry. Louisiana has too many ghosts in it, and I wasn't talking to my TV. I didn't press that button to make it do that.
Joy says that I watch Cathy all the time. I don't think I've commented much on her videos much. I just watch. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think that's my
That's
problem.
okay.
I do that all the time. I do it. I'm guilty. Guilty. Andrea says I do a thumbs up and put an emoji in the comment when I go in, then watch the video. If I get busy sewing and forget to go back and comment, at least there is a heart in the comments. Yes, absolutely. That's probably the way I should be doing it. Is that the way that I do it? No, of course not. But is that the way I probably should? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, my biggest problem is I watch from my TV though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my biggest problem is, and 90% of the time I watch all my YouTube in bed.
Oh, okay.
When I go to bed, I cut it on and I watch a few videos, and because that's about the only time I have to watch. So
That's about the only time I would have if I could actually pay attention to the TV when I get in bed. When I get in bed, I am in the mood to start winding down.
yeah,
So that doesn't work too awful well. Joy says, never thought of that, Andrea. Thanks for the idea. Right, right. Cindy says, for you YouTubers, is it better to comment or hit the thumbs up? Actually, both. YouTube counts every interaction that you make as a positive, whether it's a thumbs down, whether it's a thumbs up, whether it's a I hate your content comment.
any interaction.
Huh?
Yeah, any interaction at all is
interaction,
good.
Any interaction.
Yeah.
That's why if you've ever seen those videos where they say hate this video or thumbs down this video, see if we can show YouTube we really hate this video. Those videos actually go gangbusters
Still
on
count for
YouTube.
you.
Oh yeah, they absolutely they go
Yeah.
viral. And it's the content that you really don't want to see, but it is definitely YouTube is counting all of these multiple interactions as a positive solely because it is an interaction. So I got you to interact with my channel one way or another, and YouTube doesn't care if that's positive or negative.
I think that's how my channel jumped up last year at December. Well, not in December I gained my largest amount of subscribers, but I did now it was before December. It was Thanksgiving night or the night after Thanksgiving. I released my Jeannie's Countdown to Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Lord, there was some nasty haters out there because I did that. Woo. But you know what? Thank you to all those haters. I got monetized December 6th. That was okay.
Rayanne's asking what part of Louisiana you live in, Cathy. She lives near Arkansas. She lives in the northern part
Well,
of it.
actually, do you know, if you're familiar with North Louisiana, about the center along Interstate 20. Okay. I'm on the Interstate 20 corridor, about the center of the state, close to Monroe.
Okay. That works. Joy says, I always give a thumbs up, just forget to comment. Yeah, that's okay. I totally get it. The thumbs up helps a lot, though. Katie says, commenting and liking is counted in our analytics and puts our videos out there where those can be seen more often. Yes. So
yeah.
If you all went to one specific video of mine and started watching that video and commenting on it and thumbs upping or whatever to just that one video, that video would go viral. YouTube will actually start promoting it and putting it out there. So it doesn't matter, like all of these lives that I do, they do count towards everything. But if like one of the videos gets, more likes or comments or whatever than the others, YouTube absolutely counts that heavier. Yes, Andrea, you were right. She says it even counts the amount of conversation in live chats. Yeah. So when we get off of the lives at the end of the day, or at the end of the live, it tells us what our chat rate was. The higher that number is, the better it is. So on a quiet day or something where nobody's chatty, it might be a chat rate of 1. And then when this chat is scrolling, it might be a 4. I am assuming it could go higher. I haven't seen that, but I'm assuming that it could.
Tessa, it is mild. And yes, Chloe, I love it too. That's what I use.
Oh, yeah, the linen best press.
Yeah, it smells so good.
Let's see.
I do that too, Chloe. I do comment on small channels. If I find a new channel, I'll always go in and like it and put a comment on it and try to share the video, just to kind of get them out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Live chat are counted. That's why we keep asking our audience questions and try to get a really good conversation started to keep the chat moving. That's why I say hello to every person that comes in. It's part of engagement. Yeah, it absolutely is. And the more you guys want to chat, the more that helps me keep going, because it helps me keep focused. So it helps me, but it also helps my channel. So it's like both going at the same time. And the community tab as well. Yeah, absolutely. Commenting on anything we post on the community tab helps as well. Absolutely.
Rayanne, did y'all ever find out who it was? Because I actually have family in both of those locations, and I probably know who the person is, if y'all got a name. I can have my husband pay him a visit. We can take care of that situation.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Nikki says that she likes best press too. I love it, Katie. Tessa's going to bed. She says, have a good night. Thank you, Tessa. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Tessa.
Chloe says, I need to chat it up. Absolutely. Chat it up as much as you like, as much as you can handle. Andrea says, I'm usually a chatty person, so people love to see me in chats too. Yeah.
Me too, Andrea. I know when I go into somebody's chat, in somebody's video, they're going, oh Lord, she talks a lot, she chats a lot. And I do. I keep it rolling, but I know it helps them out to have a lot of interaction. And I'm out here, I like to promote channels, small channels, because, I'm not a big channel by any means.
No.
I mean, by no means at all. And like, if you live around me or somewhere, or you run into me somewhere, and I've actually had a few people that around here that have seen me and they know that I have the channel. But, I tell people all the time, if you run up to me or across me and see me, don't be afraid to talk to me. I'll talk to you till the cows come home. I mean, I can talk your ear off.
In case you did not know, Cathy was from the South. Now you know.
Yeah. I am not one of those. Now, I do protect my grandbabies. I don't think I've ever said their names on my channel or any channel. I have a select few that I let on my personal Facebook page, because my pictures of my grandbabies are out there and their names are out there. And but as far as I go, Nikki, yes, I am doing the flyway. Hey, thank you. It's still not done.
Right. Rayanne says that
I still gotta put the borders.
Rayanne says that her family lives here in Casper now, but sold fish to Barton's Fish Market.
Oh, I thought she meant she had like a catfish guy trying to date her. And okay, I know Barton's. I know where that's at. That's in Winsboro. Yeah, I thought you was talking about a man trying to talk to her. We take care of things like that around here. We don't allow that to happen.
Welcome in, Sharon. Thank you for joining the chat tonight.
Sure.
Appreciate it. Yes, Rayanne is in the Casper area. Let's see. Let's see. What have we? Yeah, absolutely. People carrying on their own conversations definitely do help the chat as well. Cindy says that she does watch on TV. Sometimes she needs to figure out how to interact there. Yeah, that's the challenge. That is definitely the challenge. Let's see. I need to put my tree of life up if I wasn't advertising my own pattern right now.
I love yours. I love that quilt. I
Thank
was
you.
planning on, I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, okay, when do I have time to slide that one in? Because especially if it's foundation paper piece, and I love foundation paper piece, and that
Thank
is
you,
so easy.
Cindy. She says she's got to go.
See you
She'll
later,
see us
Cindy.
later. Thank you. Yeah, the arcs are foundation paper piecing. Everything else is template cut or AccuQuilt cut, whichever way you want to go.
Well,
Or
Judy, we do have some alligator swamps here, but not quite like they have them down south. Hey, Terry.
that's true.
But
Welcome in,
yeah,
Terry.
we have wild hogs just a couple parishes over, and they'll eat anything.
Yeah, yeah. The hogs will eat literally everything. Those are crazy. Joy says that she's not much of a talker, but she likes meeting new people and reading what everyone has to say. Now, I will tell you, if you guys have never met a really talkative chatter, then go find Giovanna on somebody's channel.
Yeah.
When Giovanna is in your chat, she is going the whole stinking time.
I think we all love Giovanna.
She's a sweetheart. She's just not enough of a night owl for my hours.
Yeah, because it's like what 4 a.m. where she's
Yeah,
at.
it's crazy. Yeah, she would not be able to be awake right now. She does not need to be trying to be
Yeah.
awake right now.
Yeah, I met her on Sean's channel.
Mm-hmm.
Is where I met
Yes,
her.
she's fantastic. Yeah, Judy says she'd heard that about hogs. Yeah, hogs will eat hogs and pigs, but wild hogs are definitely more vicious. They will
Yeah.
definitely eat a lot more than anything else. Andrea says that's why people ask questions for the chatters to answer, do trivia, or ask for any kind of reaction. They know that it all counts. Yes, it
Yeah.
does. I actually have a card stack that I am pulling from for when I don't have guests over here. So I can pull out one question a night, and it will take me more than a year to get through all of them. Some of them are duplicates, but that's okay. Nikki says that she's trying to foundation paper piece. She's trying. Welcome in, Laura. She says hi, Tammy, Cathy, and everyone. Glad you are here, sweetheart. How are you feeling? Let's see. My daughter got old one eye 10-foot gator. Bought themselves wood to build a boat. Oh my gosh. Your family has lived, Rayanne. Just gotta say.
Nikki.
They're probably.
I was going to say to Nikki, if you
yeah.
want to start with FPP and you feel overwhelmed, the very first FPP I did was Shabby Fabrics. They have a monthly little hanger thing that you can do, and it goes on a metal wire stand thing. But they really break it down step by step. They have videos on it, but get one that's not real complicated, that you don't have a lot of itty bitty pieces. I was looking to see, maybe I have one, but it's a oh, what's it called, shamrock thing. It's a, what's that, St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah, it's better to start with one that don't have a lot of little pieces to it.
Well, since you're here, there's a video that I released on December 14th, and it was a live. It was the December freebie pattern that I released, and it is paper piecing. So there is a downloadable paper piecing sheet that you will see, and the video will walk you through numbering it and everything else as well. So it'll
Hey,
give you a better understanding as well. Welcome in, Helen. Glad you are here,
yeah,
sweetheart.
I completely forgot you did that class. I had something
Mm-hmm.
going on the 14th,
That's okay.
and I wasn't able to go to it.
Well, that's okay. That's why there's always replay. And if you ever have a problem on my channel, if you ever have a problem with downloading a pattern, if you are trying to download a pattern that I have given a link to and you are having a problem, just put me a comment somewhere, send me an email, and I will get it to you one way or the other. So absolutely, I will get you there one way or the other. And we are going to do, so here's what my plan is for starting 2025. And I have not sat there with my calendar yet, so please do not come at me with the pitchforks if I change things up just a little bit. So in January, I am starting a 2025 version of this. It's going to be using my 2024 data for Casper for my first full calendar year living here. But I will be doing this again, so you guys will get to see this live. It's not going to be just you see pieces and parts put together after the fact. You will get to see this live. So I'll be doing this pattern. I will be doing Fab Farm, which is an Elizabeth Hartman pattern. We are starting with the horse in January. We will have a freebie pattern in February. And we will still be doing Land That I Love on Thursday nights. And we will still be doing Sew and Tell. The giveaway quilt is started. It is on the wall right now. And January, oh gosh, I think I put it on January 4th, Saturday, January 4th. We are doing a pattern that is a freebie. It is not my pattern. So you do have to go download it from the APQS website. Thank you, Sharon. She says, love that double wedding ring quilt. Thank you. It is called Temperature Rings. It is a pattern that I've just issued out. Let's see what, so on January 4th, we are doing a pattern from APQS. It is a free download pattern. It is Perfectly Plaid. I am doing one extra row to make mine twin size for a twin size bed, and I'm doing it with flannels. I need to get that quilt done by evening of January 5th, so I am highly motivated that we will get that done. So January 4th is going to be a pop-up sew day. I'm going to be doing pop-ups throughout the year in 2025, but this will be one of the things that is going into that rotation of pop-up sew days, is to be working on the temperature quilts, the temperature rings quilt. Let's see. Okay, Katie said, hang on, let me go back up because I know I did not miss it. She was saying that she wonders if there is a deck of quilting trivia cards out there. I have not seen one. Mine is just life and, regular stuff. Laura says she's been resting most of the day. Yesterday was wonderful at her daughter's home, but was exhausted from all the activity. I bet. Let's see. Rayanne says that she loved the December paper piecing pattern in class. Let's see. Welcome in, Wendy. She says, hello, ladies from Canada. Very little snow here. Yeah, I have no snow on the ground. We had snow today, but there's nothing left. I
have melted snow. That's what I have.
She is right.
And it's falling very fast and very hard right now.
Oh, my goodness. I love rain on a tin roof, though. I will say that. I do love
my back porch is a tin roof. Okay. And my office is on the back part of the house, so it's like the back porch is just right there.
Awesome.
It actually stops from the wall of this room about 1.5 feet past the wall of this room is where it stops.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to hear.
Laura says she didn't have to do any work, thankfully. Her kids, nieces, and nephews took the ball and ran with it and made the day very special. That is awesome. You've needed that. That was something you definitely needed this year. I don't know how anybody could have tried to do all that work with everything that you've had going on for you lately. Oh. You guys are
I was going to
fantastic.
give numbers to people here
Oh, okay.
for the land that I love on this red and white block that I'm marking on. This bigger square right here, the white one, you have to have 92 of these. And these little red ones, you have to have 184 of those. Yeah.
She had to recount.
Yes, I did. I pulled out my calculator this time to make sure, and I was so scared I was just one shy of this white one
Yeah.
because you have to have 4 of these for
Yeah.
one star.
Yep.
And I thought I was one shy, and I was like, "Oh Lord, please don't let me be shy because I don't want to cut another one out." I ended up being perfect on the white ones and 4 extras on the reds.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at
So I
all.
was like, "Whoop."
Well,
I was
all of mine are now pieced with 2 rows, so now I've got to start piecing the last row.
Oh, you have 2 blocks per row already?
Well, I've already got, yeah, well, this is the first 2 columns for the 9 patch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm sewing all 3 sets together at the same time and sewing all the way down. Nikki says that they had a misty rain. Her hair looks stupid from getting in and out of the car. You have not seen my hair in rain yet, and you probably won't. But my hair looks crazy messy in the rain.
The rain is why mine is looking like this right now because I went and got the mail because
Oh.
I did the 12 days of Christmas with Green Fairy Quilts.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking that's going to be the last thing that I really buy.
Okay.
But I have some stuff from Joann's coming. And I'm getting to where I can't get anything from Joann's. I put a pretty big order in around the middle of December.
Uh-huh.
And half of the stuff in that order, they're like, we can't send that because, we're out of it. And I'm like, then why is it on your website?
That's sad. Very sad.
But it was over a week before anything got shipped out.
Yeah, my last Joann's order took a while to ship. And I don't know if it was related to the store or what. I got one of my Christmas presents this year. I got it before Christmas. It was a Hobby Lobby gift card. And it wasn't a whole lot, but I went to Hobby Lobby today, and I didn't know some of what I was getting was on sale. And I spent 31 cents over the gift card.
Yeah, Hobby Lobby
really nice.
the day after Christmas is amazing. I mean, and Thanksgiving. If you go the day after Thanksgiving, their Thanksgiving stuff is like 90% off.
Oh my gosh, no.
Yeah, I got like table runners, table covers, napkins, napkin rings.
Wait a minute, you're not making your own table runners?
Not these, I didn't. This was before I was quilting.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
gotta
go
ask,
this year
right?
because I already had it.
I
But no, the one I got is it's like a farmhouse table runner that looks like the cream colored dish towel, but it has like the blue on the ends of it.
Yeah. Welcome in, Linda.
Hey, Linda.
She says, "Hello, I am late." No, we were hanging out waiting for you. It was fine. You're never late. Never late. Chloe says that she needs to get back to sewing. Many festivities for holidays. Yes. There's so much going on during the Christmas season. Judy says if she gets anything from Joann's, she goes into the stores and buys it. And Helen says that she gave up on Joann's, not worth the aggravation with their orders. Yeah, that's been happening to a lot.
I really like that snuggle flannel for $2.99 though. I couldn't pass that up.
I don't blame you.
I The only thing I normally buy from Joann's is my best press, and I buy it in the gallon
Yeah.
when I can get it for like $25 a gallon. And I know a lot of people are like, "That's a lot." It is. I understand it is,
Yeah.
but 25. What I'll do is I'll get that and I will dilute it down. This one I didn't. I had a gallon of unscented. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing the unscented and the linen,
Yeah.
fresh linen. So I'm mixing those. But I don't normally order from Joann's, and there's not one near me. I have to go an hour and a half to the closest one. And I'm not doing that because that's in Shreveport. No, or 2 hours to Alexandria.
Oh my
Now,
goodness.
Alexandria is not a big thing, and saying that, I know they had a tornado warning going off at Alexandria tonight, I think, and that's where my niece lives.
Oh gosh.
So I'll check on her in the morning.
Wendy said that Merry Christmas to all. Her son and she went to daughters in Mississauga near Toronto. Came home today, had a wonderful time. That's fantastic. Yeah, it's nice to be able to spend Christmas with family. Let's see. Where am I at? Judy says that she's going to check Michael's and Hobby Lobby tomorrow. Yep, I went to Hobby Lobby today because I was already out and about. I wanted to get a printed copy of temperature rings, and so I was going out to originally go. So I will tell you, I went to Staples originally because again they're close by. They're easy to get in and out of, all of that. Went in there to go see about it, and she couldn't get it done until about now. Like she would just now be getting done with it, and they were going to charge me about $50 to print everything. And
so, on your pattern, did you offset it for binding?
I didn't. It is set with narrow margins, mainly to conserve paper. Because when you're talking about as much text as is on there, as is necessary to get through all the workbooks and all of that, it was kind of a necessity. So what mine is I printed and put it in sheet protectors.
I was thinking about spiral binding it,
Yeah, absolutely. I would still be, you should be able to do that with this. Welcome in, Lana. She says, I hope you all had a good Christmas.
Hey,
Hello,
Lana.
everyone. This is my first time here. Welcome. Glad you were
Welcome. So happy you're here.
Let's see.
You have somebody from way up north and somebody from way down south.
I do. We've got some people from
I was telling her, you're from way up north and I'm from way down south.
Pretty darn close to it, yeah. Pretty darn close to it. Let's see. All right. So, for those who were not here earlier, in case you've never done a super chat, or if you want to do a super chat, the pattern for the quilt that's behind me, this Temperature Rings quilt, it is a double wedding ring quilt. That is also a temperature quilt. I will be doing a raffle giveaway on New Year's Eve, on my Tuesday night New Year's Eve live. If you want to enter that, the super chat is open. Any super chat gives you a entry into the raffle to win the pattern. The pattern is $25 if you do not win it. If you are wanting to get a copy of the pattern. And that's what we were also talking about when I went to go print it. I managed at the library. I accidentally printed one page 2 times, but even with that, it was still $13.10 to print all of the pages that I needed. So yeah. Lana says that she's originally from Wisconsin but lives in Oklahoma now. I have been to both locations. I have been to Wisconsin and I've been to Oklahoma.
We would go to Oklahoma. My sister and I would go to Oklahoma to Tulsa and go to cross stitch retreats.
Oh, okay.
In Tulsa at the Post Oak Lodge. It was beautiful there. And on our way up there, we always had a few places that we would stop. We'd go stop in McAllister because they had like these Amish stores there that had, the cheese and the butter and all the
Oh,
good Amish stuff.
yeah.
And oh, we loved it. We loved going to Oklahoma.
I will
But
say,
the
go ahead.
last time we were there, they had an earthquake.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm okay with the wind doing weird things above me, but the ground has got to stay still. I, and it happened in the middle of the night, and I called my husband and I'm like, look, I'm leaving in 15 minutes. I'm coming home. And they talked us down into staying until the next morning because we didn't know what the condition of the roads were.
Yeah.
And oh, Helen is originally from
Oh my
Chicago
God.
and now lives in California.
Yeah.
Helen, is the Chicago pizzas as good as they say they are? I mean, I love a good pizza.
It depends on what you're used to. So even though a naturalized Chicago person, however it's pronounced. So don't come up don't come with the flaming bales of hay and the pitchforks or whatever. The torches, torches is what I was thinking of. Don't come with the torches and the pitchforks. But it depends on, like, if you are naturally from Chicago, you're gonna automatically love it. If you're not, you may or may not. Same
I
thing
love
with
all
New York
kinds of
style.
pizza. I love deep dish. I love pan. I love thin crust. I love I love it all. I
uh,
love cauliflower crust pizzas. We have a place
mm,
here. It's called Flying Hearts Brewery.
uh-huh.
They're in West Monroe. They have got the best cauliflower crust pizza. Man, they're delicious.
Um,
And they're good for you. They use all organic ingredients. Like the cheese is from raw milk, and it's just really good.
um, Judy says that she's originally from near Chicago but lives near Atlanta, Georgia now. Lana's joking that Helen, you moved all the way across the states. Um,
Yeah.
and Nikki says that her mom taught in Oklahoma when we lived in Southwest Missouri. Judy does say yes, they are good. Helen thinks that they are good. Um, Helen lives
Mm.
about 30 minutes west of Tulsa. So, no offense, but you're going to be hard pressed to ever get me to go back to Tulsa. The last time we were in Tulsa um, was during an ice storm, and my husband slipped and fell and hit his head. And we had to go to get him checked out, go by ambulance, or he had to go by ambulance, and this is, of course, during the pandemic. But we had to spend over a week in Tulsa. Of course, we were stranded at a truck stop for the most of it, or in a hotel room. But yeah, it's going to be hard pressed to get me to go back to Tulsa.
Yeah. Well, that's where the earthquake occurred. It was
Oh
like
my goodness.
I think they said it was like an 8.3. It was like the strongest one they had had. And the reason they have them is because they're fracking for oil there.
Okay.
And, and that's just where they shoot the high pressure water between the plates
Yeah,
to open them up. Well, it's going to move the ground.
it
I'm
is.
not a fan of that. I don't. Mm-mm.
Laura says she loves
I
Chicago pizza, but she's with you. She loves any pizza. And
See, that's me. Put a topping and cheese and pizza sauce on anything. I've even done it on zucchini, and it's pretty daggum good. I will say.
and Helen says that they did move across the states. Um, I don't know how long the driving distance is from there. Um, I'm trying to think. Okay, driving distance from here to my stepdaughter is 24 hours. And she lives on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. But I think it was like 28 hours maybe to
From,
where we were living in Alabama.
from my house to Tulsa is 9 hours.
Okay.
So It's not a bad drive.
No, that's not a bad
It's
drive at all.
it's actually a beautiful drive, and we would go through Texarkana because they have a Mexican restaurant there called Tamales,
Okay.
and it's delicious. So my sister and I was talking about it one day. We always planned our trips and where we drove by the restaurants we were going to stop at. We don't do that now because we have to eat a certain way, and we don't. Not all
No,
the time.
you
I
can't.
ate whatever I wanted to today, and I since Christmas Eve I've ate whatever I wanted to. Had Frito pie for lunch. I mean, and a Coke.
Okay. I stand corrected. Driving distance. I knew it seemed off. It is actually 23 hours. Driving
Wow.
distance. It was over 1,500 miles. When I
Ooh,
moved from Alabama to here.
wow.
uh, that's kind of a cross country move.
Yes, that's some big driving.
Yep. And we'll probably get off of here in about 15 minutes if that's all right with you. Um,
That's good with me because I'm at a stopping point right
oh,
now.
you are? Okay, well, we can end early. That's fine.
Yeah,
Um,
I've I've got all of these
yay.
done. Yay!
So now you are going to need to just sew your 9 patches, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I have all of my blue 9 patches or whatever, yeah, 9 patches done.
Yeah, mine are. I've got them all attached, and they're going to be stay attached to the machine until I sew the rest of them. So I will have them sewn sometime tonight. Um, and then yeah, so we'll go back from there. Oh, Lana says
And
it's a
Chloe
dab.
says, yum. Yeah, Chloe, I put any pizza kind of stuff on anything. I've done it on zucchini. Um, I haven't done it on sweet potatoes, but you take a potato skin and put it on a potato skin.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's good.
gosh.
And crisp it up real good. Yes, it's delicious.
Oh my gosh. Well, we will go ahead and end here. In case you guys did not know and or you missed it, we did go ahead. Everybody managed to make. We've got more than 10 entries, so the raffle will for sure happen on New Year's Eve, on my New Year's Eve live. So I will draw a name, or my husband will draw a name out of a hat or bowl or basket or something. He will draw a name, and whoever that is going to get a free copy of Temperature Rings. If you want to go ahead and buy it, you don't want to wait for the raffle, you can go ahead and purchase that. It is available. There is a video that was loaded today. It was listed as a premiere. It's under quilting announcements on my channel. It is about temperature rings. It's a very short video, but there is a link underneath that to take you to the Patreon site so you can purchase your own copy of it. It is a 63-page pattern, but you have my full support in helping you get through it. So if you have any questions or whatever, you will always have me, back here as well, helping you along. We're going to work on that in this new year. But tonight we were working on Land That I Love. The link for the video or the link for the pattern for this, this, this quilt that we're working on. The link for the pattern in the book is below this video. So if you have not already purchased a copy of Celebrate with Quilts by Lissa Alexander and Susan Ake, you can purchase that. The link is down below. You can also purchase it probably through your local quilt shop, so please support local when you can. But the link is through Amazon, so you can find it no matter where you are. The other 2 links below the video, I haven't said anything about it all night. I meant to, but I hadn't. Okay, there is a link to the registration for the Zoom retreat. Stitch in Heaven is doing a New Year's Day mystery. There is also a link below this video for the New Year's Day mystery. If you've not signed up to or registered for it, go go click that link, go register for it if you want to get that pattern. They will issue that pattern out on New Year's Day. That is why it is a mystery. There will be a live YouTube where Rob Appel and Tiffany Hayes will be presenting that quilt and the pattern and how to sew it all together. And we're going to have a private Zoom, hanging out, sewing it, working on our own projects, whatever we need to on New Year's Day. It'll be 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I believe, Mountain Standard Time. So, whatever time they've got listed is Central Time, so 10 a.m. Central Time. So you can do that conversion over. But the Zoom link is there. You do not have to sew on that pattern on New Year's Day. So if you want a place to come sew, if you want to come hang out in a Zoom, you absolutely can. Just click that link and go register. It is free. It is free to do the New Year's Day mystery. You do not have to pay for anything. You just use your own fabric. You absolutely can do that as well. Was there anything that Cathy's got a giveaway coming up.
Yes. I have a secret giveaway coming up. So just know that there's one coming up. I will probably announce it either on my New Year's Eve video or my New Year's Day video. Probably my New Year's Day.
Okay.
Just to start the year out with a bang, with a big giveaway. So
she's providing her own fireworks, you guys. And the link to Cathy's channel, if you've not checked her out, if you have not subscribed to her, I invite you to go get on her subscription list, guys. She is fantastic to watch. She's so much fun. So go get on her subscription list. Her link is also in the description box below the video. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for being here during the holiday season, spending some time with us. We really appreciate it. Have a great night, and we will see you again, both of us together,